So iterating and reducing costs, I think this is the biggest, most important part once you've set up is your mind frame. You need to take the mind frame that anything negative that happens is good for your business and it's a way to improve and it's not them attacking you personally. And it kind of comes down to your role, what you tell yourself your role is, whether it's a customer service person or I think that's the most important or the best frame to come from running Airbnb. Think of yourself as a customer service person. What would a customer service person do in any of these situations? If you ever get a complaint or someone's angry or they're not happy or they're happy or whatever the situation, you're a customer service person first, and then anything else second. So approach the situation that anything goes wrong, once it's set up and you're taking bookings, it's an opportunity to grow and learn. If you're not getting bookings one week, that's an opportunity to improve your pricing. If a customer's unhappy, find out why. Do your absolute best to find out why they're unhappy and then stop that from ever happening again. Don't just let it go past. Try and think, well, okay, that went wrong. How can we make it so that never goes wrong again? If someone's too cold, put in a heater or an air conditioner. If someone said there wasn't enough towels, make sure there's enough towels or double the amount of towels that you give up front from that point on. If anything goes wrong, this is a really mindset point of view. And you're also going to want to reduce costs. Look at the things they don't care about or they don't use and don't buy them anymore, don't use them anymore. Look at the way you've set up the house and look at the things that was absolutely necessary and things that were unnecessary. So that when you get to the growth phase, which will be next, you don't need to waste money buying those things. And you can also spend more time in this phase looking for cheaper ways to do things, ordering things in bulk, and really amplifying and working on your pricing strategy to maximize the amount of money that you're getting coming in. Because once you're at the point where you've got a high amount of bookings, you're at the maximum capacity of how much you can make, you're generally all customers are happy, at least mostly happy, and there's nothing more you can do to improve that experience. Only then are you ready to grow, not before then. You should be ready when you feel like, okay, I've done all I possibly can do, and you're actively looking to make it better every single week. Don't make it better every single day because you're going to stress yourself out. You can't be better every single day, but you can be better every single week or month in the long term. Everything has to go up and down. You're going to make mistakes and you're going to feel like you're totally messing it up. That's perfectly normal and there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing can go better in the long run without going down and up. So when things go wrong, improve it. Once it's at the point where you think, okay, this is the maximum we can get in terms of return and we've fixed every problem we think we can find. More problems will pop up, but you want to fix the problems to the point where you're not really getting that many complaints anymore. So you're now at the point where customers are saying, okay, we had a good time. This was great. Cool. Oh, and the other fun thing about this phase is you can try any idea you want. Any idea you want in this phase, you can try. If you think that doing a gift basket would be fun and it's a good idea, try it. If you think having an honesty fridge, which is what some people talk about and they have, where you have prices but they can pick which price they give, try that. If you want to try giving tours or you want to try different things, try any idea you have. And if it works, continue with it. If it doesn't work, drop it and do something else. And just keep trying different ideas. So there's two core things here. Trying different ideas, and the two reasons to try different ideas is to improve the experience or reduce costs. On the other side, feedback. All feedback is good. Nothing a customer could ever say to you is bad. Nothing. Everything they're saying to you is helping you at all times. They could be furious and yelling at you for an hour, which I have had, and that was helping me understand the experience they're going through. And you gotta remember, people coming from overseas, when they speak no English at all, are gonna be in a heightened state of worry when things go wrong. So that's one thing I had to really learn. So when they're in that state, you're there to help them at all times. So take any negative thing that happens and be on side with them. Know that they are helping you whether they want to or not, because it's going to help your business avoiding those problems moving forward. And don't complain. Don't complain about customers. That's a crazy one. People complain about something a customer did. That is your best opportunity to improve your process. If you're complaining about problems that people are pointing out politely, you're never going to improve. You have to search out for them. If they don't tell you, look at the way that they use your house or your room. Look at the way things that they did or didn't use. That's feedback. And then if you can, at all times, ask them what was right, what was wrong. And the best way to get through this phase, still being sane, is using the word please and sorry as much as you can. Anything you need to ask them to do, say please. Anything that goes wrong, say sorry immediately. You're gonna really want to search them out for what they think is wrong about your property or not, or about your spare room. And you're gonna want to treat that in a positive way. Anytime a customer is unhappy with something you're doing, that's a positive. Not at the time. At the time, you need to apologize. You need to deal with the situation immediately. But in the future, you need to make sure that problem doesn't happen again. Or you need to try. That's why this is really fun, because whenever a problem arises, you don't need to have the solution for it. You just need to understand it's a problem and try something. Try something different, and it might not even be related to the problem. Sometimes people point out problems, you're like, I don't know why that's a problem, and I don't know in any way how to find a solution. You can try something else. You can try something which is just gonna make it more fun in another way, and maybe that will tip the balance where they are actually happy. So part of it's finding what's wrong, and part of it's just trying different ideas into the point where it's working really, really well. So you can really approach this phase as a negative, or you can approach this phase as a positive. It really is a mindset. If you're thinking about testing, anything that happens is feedback, and everything I'm doing is testing, this is fun. And this is really unfun if you're getting constant negative feedback and you're letting your ego get in the way, because your ego is going to be thinking, well, everything should be positive at all times, and you take it personally. You cannot take this stage personally.